Okay, we got everybody good. All right, council, let's go ahead and get started. It is 6:30 p.m. We'll go ahead and get the meeting started, and let's go ahead and take care of item number 2, roll call.
District 1 Alderwoman Anna Carrillo.
Here.
District 2 Alderman Richard Hughes.
Here.
District 3 Alderman David Emery.
Here.
District 4 Alderman Michael Rodriguez.
Here.
And District 5 Alderman Matthew Martinez.
Here.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please stand, we'll take care of our pledge. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Does a little bit. All right. Thank you. Let's go ahead and move on to item number 4, citizens to be heard. This is the opportunity for citizens, visitors, and guests to address the city council on any issue, any item of the agenda in compliance with LGC section 551.007. City council may not discuss any presented issue, nor may any action be taken on any issue at this time. Citizens to be heard are limited to 3 minutes each. Attorney General Opinion JC-0169. So, okay. All right. Okie dokie. I don't have anybody that has signed up for this, but I'll still go ahead and invite anybody in the public for this particular item. Going once, going twice. All right. Paula, if you can go ahead and put no comments on item number 4, we'll go ahead and continue on. Council, let's move on to item number 5, consent agenda. A, consider approval of minutes for November the 10th, 2025.
Mayor, I'd like to start by making a motion to approve the minutes for November the 10th, 2025, as presented.
Got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Discussion? Nothing? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Yeas. Thank you, council. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and move on to item number 6. It is a public hearing. Paula, if we can go ahead and show, it is 6:32 p.m. Going into item A, public hearing. Conduct a public hearing for concerning an application from Monica Lopez King to locate a manufactured home on property legally described as Coal Mine Block 6, Lot 1, labeled Texas 0505483 acres, 0.1773, generally located on the corner of Juarez Street and San Jose Street, with the address being 63318 Juarez Street, Lytle, Texas. So this is the opportunity. Any of those that want to provide any comments on this? I don't have anybody signed up, but I'm still will ask. I know you're on the item, but we'll get into the action item a little bit later, okay? Any public comments? Going once? Going twice? Okay, no comments on that. Let's go ahead and show closing that public hearing at 6:34 p.m. No comments. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to item B as part of the public hearing. Let's go ahead and show it is 6:34 p.m. And we're going into item B. Conduct a public hearing concerning revising the rates charged for municipal water utility services. Don't have anybody signed up for that. I still would like to go ahead and give the opportunity. Going once. Going twice. Okay. And go ahead and put down Paula, no comments on item B as a public hearing. And we're going to go ahead and close that one. It is 6. I'll just wait a little bit. We get an extra time. 6:35 p.m. Okay. All right, council. Let's go ahead and move on to item number 7, open session. Take action on the items discussed. A, consideration and possible action concerning approval of annual citizenship award committee recommendations Alderman Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to reach out to the committee for doing such a fine job this year. They always step up. We always get some good people to represent our councilman and in the committee. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to make a motion to, where's my motion? Oh, there it is. I'd like to make a motion to approve the Annual Citizenship Committee recommendation of 2025 Annual Citizenship Award as presented. Honorable mention, category to recognize an individual outside the Lido extraterritorial jurisdiction. Appointed award goes to Josh Walker.
Okay.
Adult category, award to Pam McCall Wanira. And then the lifetime to recognize an individual who has demonstrated 10 plus years of cumulative service to the city of Lido. And that appointment goes to Jesse Camarillo. Jesse Camarillo.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Got a second. Any discussion? I think what happens for discussion, what will happen next, Michael, just so the council knows?
So in our next scheduled meeting, which will be the first meeting in December, the second Tuesday, I don't have the date. We will do the actual presentations on that date.
Good.
And we've invited the committee to attend. We've invited everybody to come out, family members.
Good.
It's a good honor to get this. And like I said, the committee really went over all the applications that we received, the nomination forms, and I think we got a real good selection.
Yeah, this is awesome. Awesome. Well, we will have a chance as council to be able to thank also the folks that help us select this.
Yes.
So this is great along with the awardees. So we'll be ready. So Paula, we'll have the nice little bling stuff, right? All right. We'll be able to present that. I think that's going to be great. Okay. With that in mind, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yes. All right. Thank you. And thank you, Michael, for all the work. That's awesome. Awesome. We'll be able to recognize him before Christmas.
Yes.
Perfect. Great. All right. B, consideration and possible action concerning an application from Monica Lopez King to locate a manufactured home on property legally described as Coal Mine Block 6, Lot 1, Texas label 0505483, acres 0.1773, generally located at the corner of Juarez Street and San Jose Street, with the address being 63318 Juarez Street, Lido, Texas. And Paola.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And then we also have the resident here to speak
Yes.
to. So Mrs. King is here too.
We had the meeting last week on Monday, when there was nobody here to speak to Mrs. King. There was no letters that were sent back or anyone not wanting to put the home on there, manufactured home. So the manufactured home commission, I recommend the recommendation for you guys to go.
Okay, so thumbs up from them. All right, Miss. Oh. Okay. Sure. Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the application from Monica Lopez King to locate manufactured home on property legally described as Coal Mine Block 6, Lot 1, labeled Texas 0505483, acres 0.1773, generally located on the corner of Water Street and San Jose Street, with the address being 63318 Water Street, Lido, Texas.
All right, I got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Second? Okay, got a second. All right, Miss King, I know you signed up. Would you like to say any words? Okay. La carne asada, right? So yeah. Okay, so I just want to make sure, since you signed up, no comments, you're good? Okay. With that in mind, council, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, there you go, ma'am. Please work closely with Paola and with Zach, okay? So we can take care of that. No, thank you for being patient and working through the process. We appreciate your help. All right, all yeas. All right. Let's go ahead and keep going on. Council C, consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 2553, a resolution of the city of Lidle, Texas, appointing the associate municipal court judge of the Lidle Municipal Court and providing an effective date. Zach.
Mayor and council, so we, myself and municipal court judge Leas has talked with Judge Carrasco, who is down in Jordanton and a lot closer to the courthouse where most of the magistration is happening. And he is obviously offering his services to serve in this role as associate judge. So the agreement before you is to get that in writing and in paper. So.
All right.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we approve resolution number 2553, resolution of the city of Lidle appointing Associate Judge Orlando Carrasco, effective date 11/24/2025.
Got a motion on the floor? Got a second? Thank you. Okay. Any discussion?
So how does that work with the associate judge when we come up with the money to pay for this? It's based on the number of residents, or is it? And if it's an associate, do we pay one and then the other, or are they both being paid, or
Yeah, so,
how does that go?
So they're, so Mr. Carrasco is being paid based on, really the magistration. In the event that Judge Elias can't make a council, or I'm sorry, a court meeting, then he would be able to serve in that role. But we do have a line item specifically for magistration, and that's what he's being paid out of.
So it's not doubled, it's simply
Correct.
distributed.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah. It's basically our plan B.
yes,
So if our
absolutely.
judge can't be there, we have somebody to be able to especially help out our
Yes, it's
police.
very,
This would be more Maggie.
yes, it's being, the way the county's set up in Atascosa, the municipal judges have to magistrate all the prisoners. So if we make 6 arrests that week, 6 different magistrations. At Medina County does it different, the JP's handling. But it's very important to us, if Judge Elias is out of town and we
Yeah.
need to get a warrant, an arrest warrant, or get some protective order or something, it's very important. So we've been operating without an associate, so we're glad to get this.
Sounds good.
So we always have
Thank you.
somebody.
Yes, yes, yeah. And the fact that he's located down in Jordanton, that way the
Yeah.
judge doesn't have to go down every time and spend his travel and carbon when we go down there. So-
Sounds good. Thank you, Mayor.
Good.
Yeah, no, real well.
All right. All right. Any other discussion? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All yeas. All right. Thank you, council. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go to D. Consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 2554, resolution City of Lidle, Texas, approving the revised City of Lidle policy and procedures for state and federally grant-funded projects, providing a repealer cost and providing for an effective date. Zach.
So, Mayor and Council, I've been obviously dealing with Kimberly Horn, who is working on our application for the General Land Office for grants for the comprehensive plan. The General Land Office is very particular on what kind of policies and procedures we have in place. We adopted a couple months ago those procedures, but they've gotten feedback from other clients that they've been working with on their application. And so when that came back on those particular applications, they reached out and said, hey, I think we need to adjust the policies around to kind of match the feedback. So that's all it is just, again, just kind of a pass through of that. And so just some modifications from what we had already previously adopted.
And then put it on the resolution, right? They need it as a resolution.
So I don't see any highlights. Can you touch on some of the major modifications that were made?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
This is for the comp plan, right?
yeah, so this specifically is related to the comp plan. So they really just wanted a lot more details of various, a lot of the times you'll see on all these sections, like the two CFRs. So it's a lot of references to actual federal codes or state codes, right, that have to do with how we handle the procurement
Okay.
during that process. So really, it was a lot of just additional kind of more beefing it up.
Yeah, legalities.
Legalities.
Okay.
Mayor, I move that we approve resolution number 25, order concerned with effective date today, November 24, 2025.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll get it, Mayor.
You got it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Got a second? Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you, council. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and move on to E. Consideration and possible action concerning ordinance number 2523, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Lytle, Texas, amending Chapter 36, subdivision regulations, providing for incorporation of preamble, providing a penalty of an amount not to exceed $2,000 for each day of the violation of any provision hereof, providing a repealer clause, a severity clause, and an effective date. Zach.
All right, so Mayor and Council, after the last council meeting, there was a discussion related to driveways and making sure that we actually had, really made sure the code reflected kind of council's previous decisions and kind of desires as it related to development of driveways on single-family lots. So this particular ordinance is amending our current subdivision regulations. If you look at page 7 of the actual ordinance is where it starts under section 36-107, changing that to parking and driveways. So previously we had adopted all the language except for what you see in letter B under that section. But I went ahead and highlighted everything because when we adopted it previously, looking at that ordinance, it wasn't clear where it sat in the subdivision regulations. So I went ahead and just to make it easier for confrontation purposes, just highlighting that this is all additional and this is what we're doing. So the biggest, obviously, really the only change from what had previously been adopted is highlighting that driveways, in addition to any requirements that were outlined above, driveways for single-family dwelling units must be a minimum of 16 feet wide. So,
And for clarification, council, just so you know, with talking with our engineers, that is the industry standard in the sense of the actual width that goes along with that. So we're not doing anything different than besides with the industry, but we're including it in the ordinance just to make it a lot easier for anybody to find it. We're going to take care of that. Is that correct, Zach?
that is correct.
Okay.
So R1 is all encompassing. There's no other areas that allow for housing where the the garage would be, a requirement. Because I know in the
Yeah, so we have
documentation it's R1.
Yeah, so we have R2 and I believe R3, but those sections have specific parking requirements in the zoning ordinance because R2 would be for like duplexes and
Right.
apartments, and R3 would be for the manufactured home parks. So they're going to have specific requirements different than
Right.
this one is.
Okay.
It's been a while, but I want to say it's 1.5.
I think that's right.
So it's basically
We said
two.
R2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's two. So somebody comes in and they're going to put a big facility for each apartment, for each duplex, they got to have 1.5 so you can, that way there's adequate space on there. So it's technically two, but that gives them flexibility if you have like a huge parking lot where you can kind of play around with the location.
And with the exception, they're not parking directly in front of their unit, so.
Exactly.
It'd
But
be
there
nice,
is-
but
But it goes with the zoning.
Yes.
It goes with the zoning
Okay.
based on the numbers.
And we could have done the same with this one in the zoning, but we had previously adopted, like I said, most of that language already in the subdivision regulation. When people were returning, we said it would probably make the most sense just to add on to that.
Yeah. And the main objective is make it easy to find, right? So we already had it listed. We're just clarifying. All right,
do we have a motion?
I need a motion.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion approving ordinance 25-23, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Lytle, Texas, amending Chapter
36.
36, something in the way, subdivision regulations, providing for the incorporation of preamble, providing a penalty of an amount not to exceed $2,000 for each day of violation of any provision herefore, and providing a repeater clause, a severity clause, and an effective date today of the 24th. Yes, November the 24th, 2025.
Okay. Got a second? Okay. Any further discussion?
Just a note.
Yes.
New houses, that kind of front doors that framed out 16 foot. Drive and
All right. Anything else? All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All yeas. Thank you, council. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and move on to F, consideration and possible action concerning ordinance number 2524, an ordinance of the city of Lidle, Texas, amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 master fee schedule for garbage collection and disposable of municipal solid waste and providing for incorporation of preamble, providing a repealer, a saving clause, severity clause, and setting an effective date. Zach.
All right, so Mayor and Council, just like in years past, West Management has reached out regarding their annual rate adjustment, which is allowed under Section 9 of their contract with us. And so this year is a little bit lower than last year. It's still within the limits that they're allowed. But the rate increase for residential garbage monthly rate would go from $29.61 plus tax up to $31.01 plus tax, and additional can for those that would like an additional can or already have an additional can. For each of those cans, it would be $9.75 plus tax compared to $9.19. So
About 50,
little small difference there.
50
but,
cents.
Yeah.
50 something.
So, again, this is kind of a pass-through in a way, just because it is something that they are allowed to increase in their contract as long as they're within the limits of what the contract allows, and then that is what they are asking.
They're still providing the 4 dumpsters for free for us to be able to do twice a year.
Nothing in the contract from their obligations and our obligations are changing, it's just a rate increase.
Okay.
Did they take it up to the max allowable rate?
No, it wasn't quite to the max. So, and last year they were really low compared, I mean, it was only like a 0.5% or something last year, so they definitely increased this year, but I think the CPI is much higher this year, cost of living adjustments and stuff.
Well, Mayor, I'll make a motion for this.
Okay.
We approve ordinance 25 and 24, an ordinance of the city of Lidle, Texas, amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 master fee schedule for garbage collection and disposal of municipal solid waste, providing for incorporation of preamble, providing a repealer, a savings clause, a severability clause, and setting an effective date of today, November 24th, 2025.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Anna, thank you. Got a second. Any further discussion?
I do just want to be clear, this will take effect in the January 2026 billing cycle, and it also will show on this upcoming bill that will go out here this week that garbage rates will be increasing. So,
Okay, so effective
the January 2026 billing cycle.
January, okay. January 2026. Okay, good. And it's good to give them a preview too on the bills. Hey, so this is going to be able to go out by the company, right?
Yeah.
All right.
The automatic bills.
That'll be good. I'll see. That'll be good. That'll be good. All right. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, after we got our 2 trucks going, it's been really good. I think we've only had like one time, if I'm not mistaken, in the sense of, yeah, the miss with the routes. It's a lots better now. So we got 2 trucks that come on Thursdays, which is really good. All right, let's go ahead and move on to G, consideration and possible action concerning ordinance number 25-25 and ordinance City Council of the City of Lidle revising the rates charged for municipal water services, revising other fees and procedures to more effectively charge for services provided to residents and those outside the city limits, providing a repealer clause and an effective date.
All right, so generally this is what the public hearing was for at the beginning of the meeting. Mayor and council, but just to cover the first couple additions that were added. So we did go in and add tampering fees, first, second, and third offenses. So we don't get it very often, but in the event that we lock the meters and then we have residents or somebody tampering with that, we want to make sure that we're covering some costs associated with works going on and trying to figure out what's going on and all that. So we added that. The big reason behind this particular push is the fact that when we adopted utility rates at the time of budget, we inadvertently, there was about a $10 difference originally. Remember, it was a $20 across the board for inside city limit residents. But for those customers outside of city limits that we still service, it was a $10 difference. So they were getting charged a $30 base rate. For some reason, that was inadvertently taken off or removed, and I don't think that was the desire of council and or part of the discussions at that time. And so what we've done is go ahead and add that back in, and then obviously match that according to the meter equivalency. So as residential and or commercial do have higher meters, then that would follow suit. That it would go up from the $30 up to that. So no technically change for anybody that was at 5/8 of the force. They just got a break for a month at a $20 rate. And so now this will be corrected the way it shows. Yeah, so one of the things with the outside city limits is a part of any utility rate change, they get a little bit different notification because they can, they're allowed to kind of protest or kind of appeal that. And so they will give notification. So even though this goes in a decision tonight, there's notification that has to be done before it gets actually becomes effective in the system. So that will happen.
Okay, Council?
The tempering fees, is it not a crime to steal water?
It is a crime.
So how are we imposing a tempering fee? It's a crime.
Restitution fee that you can have.
I can help with that because oftentimes, and I mean, just here with in general, you've got to be able to, criminally wise, we have to be able to have a person, so theoretically, we have to be able to prove that person's the actual one that tampered it. The fact that they live there, the fact that that's not for the criminal.
Yeah, the water's not going anywhere else.
Yeah, but on the criminal side, that's the issue. And so
Well,
that's why sometimes they have things like this.
I'm just curious because if it's a tampering fee and the only example I could think of is if the meter is off for whatever reason, it was locked out, then we know to bill the resident of that area, of that meter.
Normally, the situation you would find is, we go, shut off the meter or, because they disconnected it or whatnot, for whatever reason, and locked it, and then they go and they turn it back on somehow, which does happen, where instances where it happen. Then we want to make sure that we're watching that, and if that happens, we charge them appropriately, and it be to the utility customer.
And how does this differ from the stealing of fire hydrant water by commercial?
Well, there is no difference in proving it criminally. It's just on a house, on a deal like this, you've got somebody you can bill. And if y'all pass this, you can use that. And eventually, if they do it again, then you can take the meter out.
Right.
It gives you the civil deal. On the criminal side, I could make a criminal case on someone, but it could take, even a Class B misdemeanor, it could take a year and a half to ever get. So this gives
This is an immediate penalty.
This gives the city some
Okay.
options so they can kind of limit. At least that's the
So
way I-
do we have the wording or can we add the wording in there that it could be resulting in criminal charges as well?
We could definitely have that. I don't see why.
It doesn't have to stop this from going through, but
You already can. It's in the penal code too.
Yeah, the civil and the criminal side are two different tracks, so you can always pursue.
okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the documentation. Okay. Thank you, Mayor.
That's right.
No, I would make the motion.
Okay,
Approve ordinance, 2525 is presented. With effective date of today, November 25th, 2025.
got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
On it? Okay, got a second. Appreciate that. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All yeas. All right, council doing really, really good. Let's go ahead and take care of H. Discussion and possible action concerning West Texas Gas Utility LLC First Annual Gas Reliability Infrastructure Program interim rate adjustment for incorporated cities of Texas.
Right, well, just like CPS or AEP, you know, this is WTG's first kind of rate increase. With this one, the GRIP, as it's kind of known as, unfortunately goes into effect regardless of any city action. But we wanted to make them aware of this particular kind of increase for our residents and those that have gas service. So the residential service rate will be increasing by $4 on the total charge to $23.10. And a commercial public authority or nonprofit service rate will be increasing $11.83 to a total charge of $58.33. That's just like the base rate and most of the consumption.
And that's something that they presented when it came in, right? We were expecting that.
Yeah, well, it's very typical for most utilities that this happens. They're trying to recover, costs. And with the GRIP, it's specifically related to infrastructure in their system that they may have upgraded or spent, capital improvements on. The Public Utility Commission allows them to file to recoup some of those costs, and that's ultimately what we're seeing here.
And there's nobody here to represent or speak for
I
it.
didn't ask them, so I mean, that's why, but mainly because this is something that is going to happen on this, so.
So for the record, my understanding when we were taken over or we sold, there was going to be a catch-up period. And we're basically doing the same thing with our utilities. We're trying to catch up and be fair across the board. But from the first billing, we started at a rate of $17 base. And then in February of 25, it increased $2.10 to $19.10, which is a 12% increase, 12+% increase. And then now this proposed is $4, so it's going to go to $19.10, which is a 20% increase. So my question to them, had they had somebody here, at what point are they going to catch up, and at what point are we going to slow down with the rate increase? And unfortunately, there's nobody to answer that question. But
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for them.
yeah, I understand that.
I will say that, it's very typical, as we've seen with AEP or CPS, with these, that it's almost kind of foregone conclusion that we're gonna, see these. There are times where, like, they are aimed on, like, AEPs, so with this particular one, we can't necessarily intervene with the utility commission, but there are gonna be times where that could
Right.
happen, and deny the request, and then that would go back to the Public Utility Commission, they would look at that.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just my concern as a councilman and as a customer that at what point does it level out to just become like a nominal increase,
You said,
if it's not already.
yeah, you said it was infrastructure, right? It's
Yeah, so
basically a
it's
lot.
the reliability infrastructure program here, right, so that, if you read, and I can send it to you if you want, but it's kind of a boring read, but it's based on their filing with the Public Utility Commission, based on the infrastructure that they've been putting into the system and recouping that cost.
Right.
Capital improvements, just like we're doing obviously with like our 12-inch line, things like that. We don't want our rate increases to kind of help support those things. That's kind of what this is all about.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Okay. No, well, the main thing, and as you're aware, especially in front of coal mine in that area and a few other places, they actually have had a lot of different equipment that they've been replacing. And I think they got the big project too with the meters, right? that they said it's for a whole year, so I know they're actually investing in different places around the city. Go ahead, take care of that. All right, so we need to go, is there an action,
I think
anything?
it is possible action because you're welcome. They obviously in their request, they asked that you prove it outright.
Okay,
But, yeah, if you don't take no action, it's not going to be approved. So there's really whatever council.
I think we need to just go ahead and present something on behalf of the council, so.
But Mayor, I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to approve this. I think it within the city's best interest that we stay on top of this and that they present to us. I would like to see that in the future as well. So I'd like to make a motion to, it's not approve, is it? Okay, to approve the action taken by West Texas Gas Utility LLC, first annual gas reliability infrastructure program interim rate adjustment for incorporated cities of Texas as presented.
Got a motion on the floor. Do I got a second? Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Great, there we go. And if we can just, Zach, when you talk to them or let the local people, just let them know that expectation in the future, whenever we have something, have them come in and present so we can have them. This is once a year, right? If
Not
they do need
necessarily.
to,
Yeah, not necessarily. Just kind of.
but normally if they wanted to, it's on an annual basis, right? Something like that.
Yeah. I mean, with ADPs, we had one a year ago, but we haven't had an additional. So, I mean, it can skip some time.
Okay, will you please pass that on? That'd be good. All right, let's go ahead and move on to item number 8, department reports and finance director. Here we go. Let's talk money. Money.
Trying to make it bigger. So basically what I've done is I've just did the revenues at the top and then all the expenses. This would be for October, so expenses and revenue should be around 8%. The PD is a little high, but they purchased their vehicles already, so that's gonna make that look a lot larger. Under the community center, the reason that is high is the event cost. But you're also purchasing a lot of things for the events that are recently happened.
Okay.
So, that one, any questions on general fund? Okay. I only picked the major funds for right now because there's not a whole lot going on because it has been only 1 month. Hotel revenue is a little higher. Expenses. And then, water and sewer. Okay, the finance update, not much has changed here. Still currently looking at all these items, so nothing new there. The utility update, the welcome packet, still awaiting review. There's a couple, staff that have not reviewed it yet. Once we get that done, it'll be ready to publish. And then the 2 new payment options, that magic button is gonna happen tomorrow. So the water bill should go out tomorrow. The email one did go out, and the few employees that live here have already received their water. So if you chose to have it electronically, that's already happened.
Where did you make this choice?
Sorry.
Where did we make this choice? Or where did we make this choice?
There was something in that newsletter that we
same opportunity this month.
It's on the webpage and it's at the bottom of the bill.
Information on how to register for.
No, we,
Oh, we put the card tree this time, so we'll add it the next time, because there's only like.
Yeah, if you could just leave it in the newsletter.
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's also in that new packet, and then when new customers come in with the application that revamped, it's all in there also. We got Billy's. We spoke with the bank today, Zach and I did, we kind of went in other directions, so we have not accomplished any of these yet. So, the draft payments are still on hold. The city.
Any questions for our finance director? You know, all right, thank you, appreciate that. Be good. And Yvonne, if you could, just because of all the stuff that happened this month and next month, just keep the department heads, keep feeding them their monthly, perfect. Good, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, Paul. Mhm. Take care of the ordinances, putting this stuff together. Okey-dokey. And I know working with Zach too with the elections, Yeah, so we're right around the corner again, January start. I think it's yeah. So, well, you got to wear out the shirt. You got to wear it out. You got to get as much as we can out of it, Got to get extra out of it. That'll be good. All right. Thanks, Paula.
Run through mine real quick. So, the elevated storage tank was supposed to begin in November, but unfortunately, they contacted our engineer and indicated a delay until mid-January. I am working with the engineer to figure out what that means long-term because they are coming very fast up to their date for when that contract was supposed to be substantially complete. So more to come on that. Penalties would apply, so that's all in the contract. But
When did we start the contract?
so the contract was started basically January of 25. It was like January 2nd of 2025 earlier this year. It was a 400-day calendar day contract, so that pushes into about February 6th, if I recall from what I was looking at. So starting to take construction in mid-January, I don't think they're going to make the February 6th deadline. So, yeah. Again, more to come on that, but just wanted to highlight that. So, we'll see. The 12-inch bore, or the 12-inch water main loop. So the bore, if you notice, they are done over here at the corner. They're starting to mobilize and move everything down. So the next bore they will be doing in Chaparral Ford. They have also completed all the HEP driveways, so all those are done. So once they complete this bore, then they'll move down to the 35 over going underneath. So it's moving along. I would say I had on there previously, but I can't. The engineer and the contractor can't agree on how much percentage, so I kind of took that off that we're done. But I would say more than that, 50 to 60% of the project is completed. So, as far as
Can you go back?
yeah,
So, Zach, is there any way some of these, let's put the engineer that is in charge of it
sure.
and put on there in a sense of just like we track our funds and usage, let's track the timeline on there. So, if we have a timeline and we're out at 50%, it would be good for the council to know that we're halfway there where we're at with that. So,
I forgot while I'm on here, we did internally meet, I guess that was last week, station. So got a pretty good plan, I think, scheduled for that. And we're running on that particular project. So, yeah, I think we got everything set and stuff for that.
yeah. The only thing else I want to add on this one, even though it's actually one of the expansion plans, but it talks about our wastewater treatment plant. If you'd like to, go hang out with Pete. These guys have been doing an outstanding job. Our current facility is operating the best that I've ever seen it. It is unreal. It is night and day out there. It's doing really, really, really good. So all the upgrades and everything that they've done out there have been so. But if you'd like to, go out there and actually take a look at it. It's pretty cool.
Saddle Ridge, no updates as far as construction, obviously, as we know. Everything for the street, and I'll start putting that on here a little bit more, but everything was approved, the realignment. I am working on with Jesse from our firm to just make sure that since the alignment slightly changed, that we get updated. It's been separate issue and all that already, so more just administration paperwork. But I just wanted to say that they are getting everything lined up to start that project. Hopefully before the end of the year, if not, so.
What road?
This is the emergency secondary access.
Oh.
Yes. As far as Rosewood, so we have 77 completed, 16 under construction, and we are now starting to get a couple more permits coming in. We kind of had several months there, but we are seeing a couple more pop in. So hopefully that's a good thing as we get towards the end of the year and going into next year, they'll start picking up. Nothing on Vital Farms, radio center. Permit received on the left, permits issued on the right. Nothing too out of the ordinary, a couple things from the school, in addition to playground equipment, sign, the fifth one was you've probably seen around town, CPS upgrading a bunch of portals, we just make them permitted, so that way people don't charge them anything. Want to make sure that we're keeping track of where those are going, so you'll see that. So that's a couple around town locations. Inspections, pretty normal across the board for October. 6 news, we'll get about these all points. As far as court, obviously New Year, so the doors reset. obviously we have the associate judge contract on there. CDO training there, and then total transactions and between subsidy collections for pretty consistent with that cost and number. I've been noticing with cost inputs. I will say that this might transition over to college report. I've asked her to kind of help me out with the report just because I'm busy on a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm trying to kind of figure out where I can free up some time, and so that's part of it. So just want to be something that's my transition. Code compliance back on since it started in October, so that's great. You can see a lot of activity. So for the month of October, we have 21 various ordinance violations that we sent notices on. As of November 14th, 6 of those have made compliance already. We tried to double check those. I know that 4 haven't. That's just what this report went out. We had 118 bandit signs removed in all of October. So we did have code enforcement officers for quite a while. So those would probably start to add up. And so I know on one day he asked me to go out to the car and it was literally chock full. You could barely sit in the car without the bandit signs. Couple illegal dumping spots that he's been noticing. So we have 5 locations. So we're working, trying to figure out where else we can. I know that he's been working on that as well. So we kind of have eyes on the road. Permit follow-up. So anything that was issued that was over the counter, kind of various permits, things like that. That's what that would fall under. And it's been going and making sure that they comply with what did since they own as well, not all of those particular forms. And then you see because he's former cop, of course, he wanted to see patrol miles there, and the calls for service. But calls for service is really anytime he's interacting on the phone with somebody, following up, the permit follow-ups, any of that kind of stuff. So that's why that number is so high.
And Zach, just to add on the signs, just so you know, so some of these signs, he normally is collecting them in the beginning of the week. So somebody puts some of them and they have in a yard sale, they stay out there. He doesn't pick them up on the weekend, but Monday comes around, if they didn't pick them up, we take them down, he's going to take them just because, so we're not hardcore, no signs, but people having yard sales and stuff, we'll leave them, but we got to keep it clean. And especially, it's a big no-no, right, Richie? Can't put anything on a text dot sign or anything like that. Yeah. We've had some where they put them up and they don't realize, but they create a blind spot, So if it is a blind spot, we'll just take those down or shift them or move them. But those are the ones that, it's a yard sale, but it's blocking, it's going to come down. It's easy. But if not, it'll just get picked up on Monday.
He's been very busy, and I appreciate his being here on our staff. He's very efficient here. And we're seeing a lot of progress.
And he loves it too.
He does.
He says
He's really
enjoying it. So that's good.
As far as contracts, no real update here. I didn't put it in here, but the CPS Energy, the gas, obviously it's been this pending issue that's been out there. Just want to let y'all know or give you an update that the mayor and I do have a meeting scheduled for the beginning of January with Rudy, the CEO of CPS Energy, because we did get a past due notice on the bill. And we've been working with that and asking them to look at this, and it's kind of been silent on it about that. So we asked for it before, but they finally have been honored it now, so we are getting on that. So more to come on that, just wanted to get that. But other than that, no real updates on the contracts there. Meetings and various things there on the left, and I did over half, and then really just kind of ongoing on a lot of these projects and open items. It's just that kind of time of year where not a lot of updates, but they're working, a lot of engineers working on various items, things like that, continuing website changes, little things that we're noticing here and there.
Good.
So, yeah, just want to comment on that, but just continue.
The biggest thing for you all is, as you know, with the script, writing the script or putting the script for the, just make sure whatever we do, it's cell phone friendly, you know, because unfortunately sometimes on a regular web page it looks fine, but then you go to the phone and it's just hard. And a lot of our folks operate out of these, so let's just make sure whatever we create, but make sure that it looks good on the cell phone too.
How does it? That's all I got.
You have the full Adobe copy.
Yes, it is on my computer and it is on Paula's and not everybody has to put that.
No, I mean, you really don't need to.
I know.
No, but it's good to have it.
Yes. Yes, yeah, the three of us have it.
All right. Any questions for Zach? All right. Awesome. That is great. Doing really good on time. Okay, we got item number 9. Let's see. What do you think, Zach? You think it'll take us a while on that? We can just go ahead and go into executive session, come back and do the information.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to move item 10 up. And let's do the informational items first before
Okay.
going to executive session.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do you want to do a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move. Let's go ahead and take care of the informational items, and we'll go ahead and start over here.
Yeah, so that presentation for the awards will be coming on December the 9th. That would be the first meeting, and I believe the only meeting for December for the city council. December the 8th, Monday. I don't know where I got Tuesday from. Okay, so December the 8th, and that's when the presentations will be put out. Thank you, Mayor.
Yep, let's just make sure the invites and all that. That'd be good. Okay, Paola? Anything? Nothing? Good. Richie, anything? We're good? Mon, anything?
Just a reminder, I forgot last week, the senior citizen committee until December 15th.
Got it. Okay. Perfect. Hey. You tell Richie? I don't know. But we got a few, but we're going to put the lights, right? We're still working on the lights. We'll put some of those. Make sure we stake them down good.
And the key is, you know, that's not mounted pretty good.
Yeah.
You have a lot of lighting for that, like,
Yeah. They're staked down good. That's the main thing.
what they got for us, maybe it's the map where everybody is now.
Paola has it.
I don't actually,
Paola has it.
before I couldn't do that.
It's all good. That's good. All right, back there. Anything to share? Melinda, anything? Yep, VFW. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be a really good event. Yeah, definitely highlight. Austin, anything? Anna? Anything else?
Special Olympics, Saturday, at fourth place, Florida. And, he's always been in Special Olympics for the school, and he's like the school. Now it's the big ones. So, he's in bowling and basketball. Basketball,
Still pretty cool.
It's exciting.
Yep. And that's for the area too, by the way. That was for the area, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nothing. All right. Okay, informational items. Pete started talking about. I want to say thanks to city staff, PD, Public Works, Parks for getting our city prepared for the holidays and the hayride. A lot of coordination, not only with the decorations, but also getting the hayride set up. So appreciate everybody, the girls in the court. That's awesome. This is coming along pretty good. Special thanks to Lytle Elementary School and RPD for a great veterans event. That worked out really, really good. A lot of positive feedback, but it was done very efficiently and very safely. So we appreciate that, Richie, and you guys participating. And the best thing about it, I don't think Richie fell off a bike, right? So that was a good. Yeah, it was good. I got admit. We had quite a few. Yeah. We had quite a few. We definitely. It worked out really good. But the school just unbelievable in the event, the singing, the little gifts that they gave away, the little magnets for your fridge. That was spot on, along with the personal notes. That was really cool. I want to say thanks to Tommy Joe's, 702 Tejas, and the VFW for free meals for Thanksgiving last week. A lot of different events, different places. That was pretty cool. There's some other small ones that are being done by other organizations. So, please pass the word around so some of our folks can actually take advantage of those on there. But I want to say to Tommy Joe's and the vendors that helped out. There's a lot of vendors. I remember the bread, Simon's, Texas Bullet. So great job too. A lot of donations from different vendors, and the meal was great. 203 meals were served. That's pretty cool for free. So it was a joint venture with everybody. There's a list that I passed on. Everybody should have it in here. A few other places. I need to give one to Divine News on there. Plenty of closures that we have, so we want to make sure our public. Richie, thank you for your help. I know it was a joint venture trying to figure out places that are open and closed just to help our public know the places they can go get some. Or, hey, if you got to go to HEB, you better go by noon on Wednesday because they'll be shutting down. And that's both the store, the regular store, and the C store, along with a few others. But there will be places that are open, and we put those, we got them divided up on there. So you have it. Reminder for trash, for our waste management, it's going to be on Friday. Please pass our word around, okay? Won't be picked up on Thursday. It'll be Friday. But I will tell you, normally when they're the off by one day or they get pushed by one day, they start earlier. They want them by 7:30. I would put it out there before 7, put them out there the night before. Because I can see them. They're trying to not only take care of our city, but they're also trying to take care of the regular schedule on Friday. So please let folks know to put it out there. We do need to make sure that people understand also that our city hall is going to be closed on Friday. So it's put your trash out so they don't try to, because then they're going to be trying to get a hold of somebody. So let people know. We got Bella's Pantry this Saturday. I do want to remind folks we're second to the last. So 2 more that they'll be doing. And then after that, unfortunately, because of resources or limited donations, we'll actually stop doing that. That's 11 years, right, Melinda? 11 years of being able to do that. So they've been doing a great job taking care of community. The 3rd of December, on a little calendar stuff, we have the Fine Arts Night, the Fine Art Night over at the high school. So a little bit of everything, anything that deals with that, they'll be out there. So the 3rd of December, they'll be doing that. The 7th of December, we got the VFW event that Melinda was talking about. The 13th of December, that day I want you to write it down too, because we're going to be busy. We got wreaths across America. That's where we're going to go out to the cemeteries. I'm going to put wreaths in all the veterans. Franklin and Pam Wanyura have done an outstanding job, and they've got a group of people and everything. But if you want to be out there, please be out there for that. They'll be in the morning. And then that night we have the annual hayride. So we're going to be pretty busy that day, just with a lot of stuff going on in preparation. But please let folks know. We start getting everybody at 5. I think we start loading at 5:30 and we roll at 6 o'clock. The first wave goes through. so we can take care of everybody. December the 18th, those of you who like going to watching the little kids perform, the Christmas program from the primary will be done on that day. And that's on the 18th of December. I think it's at 9 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, either 9 or 10. It's in the morning. They'll be out over in the auditorium. So please do that. We already covered Richie. Congrats. Wanted to say congrats to our pirate band. Ended up being number 18 in the state out of 200 plus bands. So that is really, really, really good. And they actually went from number 24 the previous year to 18. And this is the first time ever that it's back to back at state. I think the previous time there was a 40-year gap, something like that.
Yeah, it was a different, like 2 years or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big deal.
So this is a big deal. This is a big deal. So they are doing an outstanding job.
They're ready to move into a solo ensemble section too.
Nice. I tell you, this is going to be just, and actually the day of our hayride, they're actually performing. They got a competition, and then they come down here and they'll be performing.
She's in the.
Yeah. So they always do that. Okay. One last thing. Is there anybody else? Anything reminded you? Or anything we need to say or do? No? We actually have somebody's birthday. It's on the 25th. Mañana. Wheelchair Control Director. Help me out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you.
Big wish. All right. Little secret cake. Always good. Always good. Got a little secret cake. Okay, with that in mind, council, let's go ahead and shift to item number 9. Paola. We're going to go back to item number 9. And this is executive session. The City Council, City of Lidle may convene an executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code Section 551.071, consultation with attorney to discuss and consider the following items. Update on the settlement offer with Edwards Aquifer Authority, and B, update on pending litigation and civil citation filed with Atascosa County District Court. It is 7:38 p.m. and we are going into executive session. Austin, if you can join us back there, and council, we can be All right. Well, let's go ahead and show. It is 8:05 and no action taken. And we will move on to item number 11, which is adjournment.
Yeah, I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? A second. Any discussion? I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to you all and your families. I hope you all have a great one, a safe one. Enjoy the time. That's what it's all about. Okay, all those in favor? Any opposed? All yeas. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Austin, thank you, sir.